Broadcasting live from Wallace, Idaho at the Kirby Krulitz Court, the home of the Wallace Miners, this is Channel 3 Sports.
Couldn't Be Done, a poem by Edgar Albert Guest. Somebody said that it couldn't be done, but he with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be the one who wouldn't say so till he tried. So he buckled right in with a trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tacked the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one has ever done it." But he took off his coat and he took off his hat, and the first thing we knew, he'd begun it. With a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing, so he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you, one by one, the dangers that await to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go for it. Just start in to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. Miners fans, welcome to Kirby-Krulitz Court for tonight's District 1 playoff game between the Knights of Lakeside and the Miners of Wallace. I'm joined in the booth by Corey Miller. My name is Barry Larson. Let's get ready for an exciting night of volleyball action. Looks like the referees are making some last-minute repairs to the net, and we're just about ready to go. On the floor for the Miners, starting the game, Ellie Welch, Riley Valley, Jaden House, Chloe Selke, Kendall Lohr, and Kennedy Gilmore. On the floor for the Knights, number 3, Taisha Two Teeth, number 8, Martina Rivera, number 4, Ariana Javier Gore, number 12, North Star Lawrence, and we're ready for the action. Tonight's referees, in the number 1 position, David Broughton, the 2 referee, Barb Tuig, and the line judges, Chuck DeBruin and Frank Larson. Here we go.
Oh no.
Quick point by the Knights. They get ahead early. A little bit of miscommunication between the Miners there. Let's see if we can start to remedy those things as the night goes on. Second serve by Kriya Peters, handled in the back row. Nice dig by Gilmore. Set by Valley. Nice volley to start this game here. Kendall Lohr in the back row. A set by Valley. Here comes Welch with that left-handed spike, handled in the back row by the Knights. It's one thing in the last matchup between these two teams that Wallace won in straight sets. Those balls deep in on the baseline of the Knights' defense seem to be the girls had a tough time letting those go. Boy, we've probably gone back and forth about 6 times here. And here's Jaden House on the right side, a very strong, powerful blast. First point of the night for Jaden House. Great service, great set, and nice finish by House. She'll go to the serving strike. Corey, how's it going tonight?
It's going good. What a first rally. Get everybody kind of into the game, get everybody loose.
Sounds like you guys had an exciting start to the day here with a gas leak at Wallace Junior Senior High School.
Yeah, gas leak. Gotta go down and visit Silver Hills a little.
No time missed as far as school goes, though, right? The kids all made it through a full day of school?
Majority, yeah.
Was it like the other day they had a an air leak on the International Space Station, and the Russian cosmonauts, I guess they let tea leaves go to see where the leak was, and that's how they fixed it.
Yeah, I've seen some tea leaves out there.
Yeah.
Real similar
all right,
deal.
Very good. 2-1 here, Knights early on in the contest.
What a hit by Jaden.
Oh, my boy, it seems like Jaden House has come out on fire this evening with a nice jump and a powerful blast into the back of the Knights defense.
Oh, I knew Jaden was a great basketball player, but this year in volleyball, she's really stepped her game.
I agree. Seems like when the Miners need a great play or some type of motivation, Jaden's always there to provide it.
Yep.
In discussion with Coach Bauer this afternoon, she mentioned a few keys to success that the Miners need to be successful at tonight, and one of them is a little bit more of offensive creativity, I guess. They get stuck in the same rut over and over, and so she's working on having the girls mix it up a little bit when it comes to the offense. And you can see that in play already. Now she didn't mean to do that, right?
No.
She set that ball up, but it just went over the net onto the Knights side, and point Wallace, 3-2.
Reminds me a lot of an alley-oop in basketball.
Oh, you don't mean to do that, and then somebody's there to clean up your mess. The Knights really get after it on defense. They chase balls down all over the floor.
Yeah, they are scrappy, you know.
Oh, man, if we can get Jaden House and Chloe Selke playing at this level for the duration of the contest, it's going to be a short night for the Knights.
Yeah, if Chloe can hit like that tonight and keep the ball in bounds.
Do you think they've lowered the net? Because Jaden seems to have gotten on top of that ball, and Chloe's getting on top of it as well.
I was responsible for setting up the net today.
Did you? Okay.
And I just kind of eyeballed it.
I saw referee Brawtooth over there. He was checking the height of the net before the game. So, yep. No tomfoolery here at Wallace Junior Senior High School. Back to Selke. She goes with the right hand this time. Holds up her hand as if in surprise. She got that with the right. Usually a left-handed player, right?
Selke
Hitting from the left side?
No, she's a right-handed player.
Oh.
Ellie's the left-handed player.
Ellie's left-handed.
Yep.
There's Riley, one of the keys to the Miners' success this year. She'll go to the service stripe. Her jump serve handled in the back row by Ariana Javier Gore. Point Miners. Oh, yes, point Miners.
Yeah, we have, all league votes should be coming up. We have a few that could be MVP this year. Between Riley and Selkie and Jaden.
There's our first time in and out called by Lakeside coach Brad Vale. We'll be right back. Service rotation here. Welcome back. Valley serve handled in the back row. Caught over.
Oh, there we go.
Good choice by Gilmore from the back row. She had no other choice but to hit it over, and she picked her spot perfectly there. So with a win tonight, Corey, the Miners would go on to play in the state tournament beginning next Thursday, correct?
Yes, next Thursday or Friday, but I think it is next Thursday. That's usually when the basketball tournament starts.
Double check on those dates. If you're planning to head down to Jerome is where we would be.
Yeah.
Would we win?
Yeah, we'll be in Jerome. I do know that.
I've heard Jerome is beautiful this time of year.
Yes, absolutely. Yep. Who doesn't love Jerome this type of year? Especially if you're in a state volleyball tournament.
That's right. That's right.
I think just about anywhere would be beautiful.
We do have a four-person referee crew here this evening for the district playoffs. As in basketball, they always add an extra official, an extra set of eyes. I don't know how that'll even out in terms of the minor success. We've had our own line judges on the lines here the last few games, Mrs. Lund and Miss Brackenbush, and they do okay, but they don't seem like they're always ready. Do you think that they're ready to go?
I think so. I think they're state quality line judges.
Down here, the line judge, Frank Larson, he's got his feet set wide, and he's in a good position to make a call on the back line or the sideline.
I think Brack and Lund could go 5 games a little better than these guys can, though. I'm a little worried about them if we go deep.
Well, these are the best of the best. If they're here working in the district tournament, these are the best of the best. And this is the first year of the Scenic North Star.
Scenic Idaho Conference.
Scenic Idaho Conference. It's a 3-team conference, including Lakeside and Genesis Prep from Coeur d'Alene.
Yep. Post-falls.
Post-falls. It'll be the same in basketball, too. Our basketball will go up against that.
It'll be the exact same. Basketball's just around the corner. Pretty exciting. I see a few Lakeside basketball players here.
Ooh.
A-Day walked in.
Those guys are good.
Seems like he's been playing there 6 years.
Did you start sweating as soon as he walked in?
Oh, gosh. He's gave me nightmares for the last 3 years he's been there. Yeah, he's an excellent player. Always excited to watch him progress every year, and he's just a great kid as well.
Nice to see them here supporting their classmates.
Absolutely. That's what high school sports is about.
And it's a little more difficult these days with COVID and the uncertainty of what's going on right before the contest started. Principal Chris Lund gave a nice talk about staying safe and staying in family groups, and it's nice to see people adhering to those restrictions but still coming out and supporting the Miners.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sorry for all the talking. We're 10-5 here. The Miners have doubled the lead. Laura handles the serve. Here's Peters to number 3, Two Teeth. Nice save by Selkie. She gets it over. Double hit called. That's the first double hit by Broughton. He called the first double hit. And it seemed to me on the Wallace side we had somewhat of the same type of thing. But that's a difficult call. We'll have to get some clarification on that a little bit later.
Kind of like arguing balls and strikes, Barry.
You can argue balls and strikes. That's the rule. And if you do, you're subject to ejection. So you're saying you can't argue the double hit?
I don't think that's something you can argue.
Wonderful setup and great flying spike by Jaden House. The girls seem to be really excited tonight, and they're smiling, they're having fun, they're communicating.
That's when we're playing best.
That's right. That's another key to success tonight. Coach Lund said, as always, communication is super important for the girls on the floor. Good choice by Peters just to get the ball over the net. Here comes House again. And you can double hit it on when you're fighting off the serves.
Yeah.
Here's Jaden House again.
What? Man, she is on tonight.
I don't notice anything new, not new shoes, I don't know what the difference is tonight, but boy, she's elevating and getting up above that net. Good to see.
Yeah, you're always worried about focus coming in these games, and it seems like we're pretty focused thus far.
Wallace has beat Lakeside in 2 previous contests, both in straight sets, so it'd be pretty easy to look past this game and look forward to next week's state tournament in Jerome, but let's keep our eyes on the prize here this evening.
Yep. Last time a lot of these girls will get to play on this floor.
That's right. Oh, and a great block by Tia Hendrick in the game. Freshman Tia Hendrick providing some size up front. And another timeout called by the Knights. That's their second of the set and their final timeout for this set. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Miner fans, to Kirby Krulitz Court. It's 14-5 here in the first set. Wallace serve. Kendall Lohr, number 7 at the stripe. Her serve fielded in the back row by Two Teeth, set by Peters. And who was that tried to spike it? North Star Lawrence. Spike attempt too deep, out of bounds. Second serve for Lohr. Do you see many aces in volleyball, like on the serve?
It seems like some nights you do. I'm impressed with our serving this year. I haven't seen a team at our level jump serve as much as we do, and our biggest problem is, like, it seems sometimes we can't keep it in bounds, but
right.
we never just lob it over, it doesn't.
Oh, there's that Lakeside pursuit. Boy, they had girls running all over the place, and finally Lawrence hit the ball out of bounds. Point Wallace, 16-5 here. Marty Miner in the house tonight.
Yep, masked
looking
up.
good. Marty's masked up, as is every one of the Wallace High School students over there. That's nice to see. Oh, nice play by the Knights.
Yep.
They're not giving up easy. 16-6.
No, I think last time we played them, it was the third game, and we were up 16-6, and we won the game. But, man, they made quite the charge.
They did, yeah. They made that third game a competitive one. Nice job by McKenna Merrick. Here's Valley. Valley right back to House in the middle.
See,
now that's the ball
that
that Lakeside, they could not stop from hitting those last game, and it played right into the Miners' wheelhouse.
Well, it's hard to stop yourself, you know. You see that ball coming, and you know if it stays in bounds, you're really going to feel like a dink. So.
A lot of things involved. Yeah, you got to know where you're at on the floor, who's around you, how you're going to handle the ball if you do hit it.
And what, Kennedy must be all a 5'3", 5'4", and she just hammers her serve.
She's got a very strong serve. Here's Gilmore. She's got a number of choices there. We had 3 Miners there looking for that set. I guess if you're an offensive-minded player, you really got to be. It's kind of like a quarterback-receiver type of relationship. You want that ball as much as possible.
Yeah.
And Riley's the one handling it, and she's the one who decides where it goes. So here's House again, playing the hot hand.
Oh.
Got Lakeside Knights all over the floor, but can't handle that one. 18-6, closing in on a victory here in the first set.
I wonder if having a lefty, you know, switching up front, lefty and righties, like Ellie's a lefty, hidden really affects the game that much. As
Different
far as
angles,
blocking,
yeah, I would think so.
Kind of like pitcher.
Left-handed pitcher, bring him in for a different look.
Yeah. Is that Jaden this time? Maybe Ellie next time?
Oh, man.
There we go.
I don't know if it's her setup or what. She just looks like she's gathering herself well, and then just an explosion when it's jump time. And, boy, she's getting on top of that ball, and
I think
Lakeside doesn't have a chance.
the most underappreciated, it's kind of like a lineman in football. The setter is just enormous. When they do a good job, you don't really notice them. When they do a bad job, you definitely notice them.
Right.
And I think we have one of the best setters in the league.
Oh, she does
North
well.
Idaho.
She
It's
does well,
unreal.
yeah.
Riley is just our cornerstone, it seems like sometimes. Another good serve.
I'm very dedicated, too. Riley's, sometimes we come by here in the summertime looking for some gym time with the boys, and Riley and her group of girls seem to always be in this gym practicing with the Silver Valley Volleyball Club.
Yep, they bump us out of our open gym. Well, they don't
They
bump
do.
us out, but usually they're waiting there, putting pressure on us to
That's
get out.
right. That's right.
as open gyms wrapping up on Sundays.
Okay, boy, this is a nice beginning for the Miners here tonight. The libero Frank will be replaced by Martina Rivera for the Knights. Rivera will go to the back row. Marianne Cosby in the game as well. Okay, that's the third hit. Here's Gilmore to Valley. Valley goes far side to Jaden House. His ball just hits the top of the net and squeaks over. Man, when things are going right, they really go right.
They are.
Now, I may be mistaken, but I thought the libero could not serve. That was one of the rules of being the libero, but I see maybe the rules from, like Olympic volleyball differ a little bit than high school volleyball.
Yeah, I can't help you there. I'm not sure.
I actually
Obviously they can, though, because
I went and printed out some rules today, a little bit of history. It's developed into a real specialized sport. Most teams include in their starting lineup, they got a setter and 2 blockers, 2 receiver hitters, and a universal spiker. That's what we're talking. Well, we don't really have a universal spiker. We have a few of them.
Yeah, we got Jaden and Ellie and obviously Chloe. We got a really good club this year.
I'm always impressed with volleyball players because they have that real unique combination of size and explosiveness. Like, have you ever seen a men's volleyball game or a high-level college girls volleyball game? They are really jumping out of the gym. Here's Jaden, set point. Ooh. And just out of bounds, ruled out of bounds by line judge Larson. Nice call back there.
I've always been interested with rally score here. You're down 24-8, so there's a lot of pressure to keep the ball in here. If you hit into the net, it has to be a terrible feeling.
It used to be in volleyball that you could not
you
score.
Only could
you
score
couldn't
on your serve.
Right,
yeah.
right. So that's an interesting part of rally volleyball.
Yep. Junior high volleyball take forever. Only score on your serve.
Back in the day, right?
Yeah.
I've been to a few junior high games this year, and Coach Strank has those girls really looking
yes.
sharp.
Yeah. No, we have a great feeder program.
Okay, and that's the first set, won by the Miners 25-8. We'll take a little break and be right back. Welcome back, Miner fans. We just had a request from the cheerleaders to play some different type of music in between periods, so they could do some more dancing. I like that.
Yeah.
Take a little initiative and say, hey, let's get this done. And Corey's a man of many hats tonight. He's not only keeping score and being the color man, he's also running the music here tonight. And the Knights get the first point of this second set. In high school volleyball, it's played to the first team to win 3 sets is the champ. If it were to go to the 5th and final set, the game would be to 15 instead of 25.
Don't you think in a district game, though, they should still go to 25?
I would think so,
like
yeah.
a championship round, you know?
Right.
Let's hope it doesn't get to that.
Baby steps. We changed. They finally changed the rally scoring rule in 1998, and we'll see what happens after that.
Yeah, in 98, I was an 8th grader, so I did have to sit through some of those junior high games that were traditional, I guess, scoring. And
formerly, a team couldn't score if they hadn't served the ball.
Yeah, so imagine 2 junior high teams that really couldn't get the ball over the net.
So it'd be a lot of side outs. You could have a really long game.
That's what I'm saying. The rally score might have been one of the best things that happened to volleyball.
Makes for a more exciting, faster
Absolutely.
paced game. You can plan dinner a little bit better. Theoretically, much like a baseball game, a volleyball game could go on for infinity or eternity if we have our
Rotation.
first call from the number 2 referee, and she's talking about the rotations there.
Yeah, violation, which I don't understand.
All of the Knights are looking at her with kind of quizzical looks, but that's why we got 4 sets of eyes out there.
Yep, explain to the coach so it doesn't happen again, probably.
The coach is getting a nice explanation. Now here again, something I learned last time, Corey. Coach Bauer and on the flip side, Coach Vale for the Knights, they're giving their girls signs on where they'd like the ball to be placed as far as.
Once again, kind of like a catcher.
Kind of like a catcher, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see Riley looking over though.
She holds that clipboard up. Well,
maybe they can shake her off and be like, hey, I didn't see you.
Kind of like in basketball, they just kind of do what they want.
That's right.
Sometimes.
Hey, I told you to set a screen. I'll shoot a 3.
But no, volleyball is like baseball. There's no running out the clock.
No.
You have to get the 3 outs, or you have to get to 25 or up by 2 or whatever. There's you can't kind of stall.
Thanks for always bringing things back to baseball for me. It's apparent my level of knowledge when it comes to volleyball. But over the course of the last few nights, last few nights being up here in the booth, I've really began to enjoy this sport, and it's played at a real high level here by the Miners and the Knights here tonight. 5-3 early on. At the service stripe, North Star Lawrence. Her serve into the back row, handled by Lohr. Then to Welch. Valley gets it over. Oh, we got girls flying all over the place. Here comes Chloe Selke.
Gosh, what a hit.
Oh,
I don't know.
about
Yeah.
that.
That seemed like a pretty good hit to me. Once again, I think Brack would have had it right.
But I think Mr. Larson's doing a fine job down there.
Yeah. All you can ask, do the best you can do.
Does it have to be completely in bounds, or could it hit the line?
I think line
is
considered in. I think
yeah.
basketball and football is about the only sports it's not.
Lots of communication down there by the Miners. You can hear there's a back row spike by Jaden House. Jaden was one of our leaders in terms of kills before the match started. She had 90 kills on the year. Here's Welch. Her left-handed serve into the net. Point Knights.
Kind of reminds you of turnover in basketball, huh? When you either hit it out or hit it in the net.
There's Selke.
All
right.
Man, we are doing great tonight.
First kill of the night for Selke there. She looks over to the bench for some support, and she'll go right to the service stripe. It seems like this happens quite a bit when a girl makes a kill, then she's to serve next. But they're going strictly on rotation, right?
Yep, I believe it is a set
It just
way.
seems like it happens that way. A lot like in another sport, a great guy makes a great play in baseball, and he's usually the first one up that next inning.
What a dig, huh?
What a wonderful dig, yeah. Now it's her responsibility to get over the third hit. Not quite there, but good effort by Ariana Javier Gore for the Knights.
I tell you, when Chloe's on, she's pretty impressive to watch.
If we could get Chloe Selke and Jaden House and Ellie all going on the same night, I think there's a chance that these Miners could go a pretty far way in the state tournament.
Yeah, you know, win a couple games. Anything can happen. Playing well at the right time.
I believe the Miners are ranked 64th in the state right now. I'm pretty sure that's the entire ranking.
Yeah, that's all divisions, I believe.
And 7,138th in the nation, which is something to speak of.
Yeah.
Coach Bowers got our girls looking real great tonight. Coach Katie Bowers assisted by Martha House, and on the bench is, what's Starlena's last name? You know, Starlena Davis?
Gosh. Davis, that's right. Yep.
And McKenna
Montoya.
Montoya are our team managers. Here's House, right side, over and over and over. Now that's the 4th hit, but okay. Oh, what a great effort by Kendall Lord. Dive into the floor, just about had that work out for us.
What a competitor Kendall is. I had to kick her out of the powder puff game because she refused to come out after she hurt her ankle.
She twisted her ankle playing powder puff?
Well, she hurt it in volleyball, and she was hurting her in powder puff, so it was powder puff. So get out, you know, you don't want to hurt your ankle any worse. And I had to kick her out. She refused to leave.
We say it's powder puff, but to those girls, it is something a lot more serious.
Oh, it's great seeing them compete.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of those games. It's always a fun experience. This year is a little bit different with the COVID restrictions, but man, they get out there and they play so hard. You sometimes have to separate some girls from scrapping, huh?
Yeah. They're all friends at the end, but
there's that ground rule again. If it hits anything on the defensive side of the floor, you still can play it, but you know, sometimes you wait for it to come down off that.
Get a weird bounce.
That hoop, yeah. Boom!
Dang.
Right up and over, man.
Dang. What a great set, though. I mean, what a great hit.
Perfect.
But
yeah.
You couldn't ask for a better set.
I thought that, and I was talking to Coach Farkas about pickup volleyball last broadcast, and she said she doesn't play much pickup volleyball, but we've had some times here where there are pickup volleyball games on Sunday nights, and whoa, Gilmore almost took
it's almost
Ellie
like
Welch's
a kicker
health off.
taking
Yeah,
me out.
yeah. I lost my train of thought there, but
Pickup volleyball.
Pickup volleyball. Yeah, but when we were setting and trying the spike before the game, it was so difficult to get that timing right. The height of the set and there's Welch.
Definitely a chemistry thing, isn't it?
Yeah, but that last one, it looks like they were exactly on the same page.
Is that the infamous carry?
That's a double hit.
Double hit?
Yep, double hits. Referee Broughton did not like what he saw right there and ruled double hit. Point Miners 11-10 here in a competitive second set. And Matt's the libero for the Knights, wearing number 1 this evening. Our libero, Kennedy Gilmore.
No, I didn't really see that one. See, now I caught my eye, so I can't really say, but I thought it was in at first.
He made his call with conviction. That
yeah,
flag went straight
confident.
up. There was no hesitation.
And no arguing by our side, so I must have just misread it.
Is there any what in the event that there is a disagreement between a coach and a referee? Is there any kind of disciplinary action that could take place here? A yellow card or a bench warning?
I think you just yell them and hopefully you get your way next time. Yeah. But yeah, I think there is a card you can get of some sort, like a technical in basketball.
I think you made it through a whole season last year without earning a technical, didn't you?
I never get technicals, Barry. Officials love me. How about you?
Well, I used to be official myself, and that's not what I was hearing. Yeah. No, let's change the subject here. Gilmore handles the ball in the back row, and here's Valley. She gets it over. Lakeside playing great defense tonight. They just don't seem to have an offensive-minded. They don't have an attacking mindset, much like the Miners does. That ball was set up high. Selke looking for a tip, but no.
Yeah, it seems like Lakeside. I mean, they are scrappy, but almost to a fault sometimes. They just want to get it over to the net.
Well, as we're doing all this talking, they scrapped themselves into a 3-point lead here in the second set.
Yeah.
Well, what was that, though? Oh, and Coach Bauer's going to get a timeout.
Well, we hit into the net.
But then it came back and it was
So it was 4 hits, I think.
4 hits, okay. We'll be right back. 15-11, Knights. All right, welcome back. The Miners facing a 4-point deficit here in the second set. They're up 1-0 in the entire match. That ball hit Gilmore's face, and then, oh, wonderful save by Selke. Let's see if that can spur the Miners onto a little bit of momentum here. Good choice by the Knights just to tip it over instead of going for the spike. Valley does the same thing. Boy, Kriya Peters for the Knights. She seems to be all over the floor here tonight. She's hustling around, but to no avail there. 12-15 Miners. Substituting into the game for the Miners, number 7, Kendall Lohr. She'll replace Cora Frank.
Oh, man.
One of our seniors in Valley's serve into the net. 16-12 here. The Knights are not going away easy.
Yeah, they just stay right in there, don't they? What a block. Great hit by Ellie.
Oh, man, and then she comes back and just makes a beautiful touch. Would you, I don't know, just a touch is it, at the net?
Yeah, tip, I guess, or touch.
And I think that's what Coach Bauer was alluding to earlier in the afternoon when she said she wanted the Miners to vary up their offense a little bit. Well, we got a lot of Miners vying for the ball.
As out.
And
yeah.
Welch just keeps serving, or Valley just keeps serving Welch over and over and over.
You think
Elliot,
that's a statistic we keep track of our coaching staff that I'm sure they do of how many we just give away hitting out sometimes?
Yeah. I think it's maybe like a failed kill attempt. I don't know how they refer to that statistic, but
that's
blocking,
really our demise
offensive,
sometimes.
attacking.
But we do hit the ball so well at points.
Attacking errors, yeah. And the girls who have the most attacking errors are the ones who are getting set up.
Yeah,
all the
the
time.
ones that are hitting it all the time,
right,
obviously,
right.
yeah.
Right. But tonight it seems like we're getting that downward plane on the ball, and
yeah,
things are going away. There's Selke to
There
Valley.
it
She's
is.
right back to Selke.
Oh.
Not a lot of size on that Lakeside team, so they have to rely a little bit more on some creativity and some
Here
nuance
comes Savannah. Oh, nope. It's back to Selke. There you go. You can tell when they start taking a little off it to just make sure they're keeping it in bounds.
Yep, Savannah Smith in her first appearance of the night. Oh, good play by Crosby there. The Miners were expecting the spike, and she came over with a touch.
What a rally.
And
That
that's
was a
in.
great hit.
Nice hit,
Yeah.
nice call. Our line judge on that side, Chuck the Bruin, right on top of it. Exciting match here. 19-13 Knights. Second set.
I think we're going to get it rolling here in a second. Get a few in a row. Oh, see, I jinx them when I do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, please don't do that. 20-13. Miners facing a little bit of adversity, and Coach Bauer wants her second timeout of the set. Welcome back after the Miners timeout. Knights back to the service strike, handled by Selke. Oh, nice play by Lohr. Oh boy, Kendall Lohr was in the right place at the right time. A nice save by Valley, and then Lohr was there to put it in the right spot. And we'll have McKelvey Speck making her first appearance of the night.
Yeah, you just need something like that to get you going.
McKelvey usually comes in and provides us with a couple great serves.
Yep.
Approaches. It must be hard to come off the bench cold when you haven't hit a ball for more than a half an hour, and come in there and, oh, nice play by Savannah Smith.
Yeah, nice little punch.
Savannah, a sophomore. Oh, wonderful play by Frank. Ball's just over the net. Here's Smith again. Valley's got to get over. Free ball there. Cora Frank picking herself off the ground over and over and over, making nice plays there. Now, she was definitely over the net there, right? We have just as good of advantage as Broughton, and it looked like both hands were completely over the net. But no call by Broughton, and that'll force a timeout by the Knights. This second set, a very, very important one in the match here. All right, 15-20. McKelvey Speck back at the service stripe for her second service rotation. Oh, and this one just a little bit short.
Kind of like a shank and golf.
She'll be replaced by Chloe Selke.
Sure, she had a good one. That happens.
Yeah, the substitutions seem to be going a lot more
I like when they're in
smoothly
and out
this
like
evening.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they stand there for a long time, and a jump ball. They'll throw it up at center court. Crosby's serve, handled in the back row by Frank. Frank to Valley. She gets it over right away. Free ball. Boom! Oh, and out of bounds.
You're just off by that fraction, and this guy's on you.
I wonder how you just, even if you're not up above the net, how do you work on getting that downward plane on the ball?
It seems like you have to be on top of it, you know what I mean?
Frank again. Here's Lore. Lore's provided a really nice spark for the Miners this evening, and McKenna Merrick's free ball well out of play. 23-15 here. Miners facing some adversity in second set.
You're just not as good this game.
Wouldn't it be nice in basketball if you could just, play quarter by quarter?
Yes.
And just wipe away those first quarters. Last year, I remember in the basketball team, we had a couple really challenging quarters, and if we could just play a full game, we might have had a little bit more success.
It's a new game.
Yep, that's right. Nice to start with a clean slate here every game.
Yep. Not over yet, though.
First team to 3.
Keep it in bounds and make them earn it.
One of the first spike attempts by the Knights this evening. Here's Valley going back to House. House, oh, good touch.
Looks like they found a little chink in the defense where they're going after. That cross-court hit.
Yep.
I knew it,
yeah.
What?
What in the world?
My Lord. See, I don't get it. It's like...
That's Barb Tuig, our referee number 2. She made that double hit call.
Yep.
That's kind of been my take on it. Unless it's completely obvious, let that go. Oh, ball handled in the front row by Austin Delano down there. Some young Miner fans sitting with Oliver Larson and his brother Colin. I see the coach's family directly across there, midcourt. Josie Bauer, Joe Bauer, and Ms. Violet Bauer.
Josie's doing a little cheerleading.
Uh-huh. Josie's an interesting girl. Here's Gilmore's serve into the net. I did some research, Corey, and, that's the end of set 2 here. End of the second game, the Knights from Lakeside take it 25-17. We'll take a 3-minute break and be back for set number 3. Third set of a possible 5 here. Tonight for the district championship. Being contested by the minors. Wallace and Lakeside. Get some snow this season here in the Panhandle.
Yeah, you know, tomorrow's football game should be pretty fun. A little snow, a little slush on the ground.
It's a home game tomorrow night.
Home game.
Awesome.
And
Regular 6 o'clock start.
yes, I don't know if you remember the little point guard, the freshman point guard that gave you fits last year in basketball. That
For Lakeside.
kid is lightning quick.
Yeah.
Vanderbrown, I believe his name is. We're hoping it slows him down a hair.
Yeah.
Of course, running back. You know, he's lightning, but we got some tough kids too. So.
Name is Lightning?
No, wait, I bet his middle name is though. No, I think his name's Vanderbrown. I could be wrong, but I think that's his name.
Nice group of athletes coming through Lakeside.
And they've been really fortunate.
Yeah. It's kind of cyclical, right? It's hard to know why that happens. Why sometimes I think this is down a little bit. We're fighting
Yeah.
a little bit in football right now. But good young athlete. Oh man, that ball just hung on the top of the net. It's over. Oh, there is a lot of action right there. And then I believe both players are reaching over. That's got to be a different call.
Can they reach over but not touch the net?
They must be able to.
Yeah, they must be able to, yeah.
That's 5 sets. First 4 played final set. Good start in the World Series. Dodgers.
Not so much.
Dodgers raised 5-1.
I can't.
Going back to Texas for the Devil Rays. That's kind of odd that they're playing it all in one spot.
Yeah.
Not really, and it's one way or another. I just a lot of Dodgers.
I did not realize they started taking the night off, but been so used to being watching baseball every night.
I'm here. I've been talking, but my mic's been off. Shoot.
Oh, I bet that makes it awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
You only hear me.
Corey's just talking to himself, answering his own questions.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
And I went through a whole bunch of rule stuff too. Shoot. 3-2. Oh, not a whole bunch that. Get it over.
There
Wonderful,
we go.
wonderful, wonderful play by Riley and
We
Jaden.
gotta cover
Excellent.
that backside over there. There we go.
See if we can keep it going. Capitalize on that great defensive play. Here's Selke. Get on top of it. Oh, what wonderful play on both sides.
What a play, Ellie.
Woo! That was exciting, man. Great efforts on both sides.
I got the score backwards up there, I think, guys.
It is. Right now it's Wallace 4 and Lakeside 2.
There we go. You know, some of these girls, you can just tell on their approach when they're getting Selke and Ellie and, you know, a lot of them, and even Kennedy. They just attack the ball and just really elevate.
There she goes right there.
Yep.
Selke,
When she can hit it down like that.
well-timed jump, got on top of the ball, found an opening in the Knights defense, and point Wallace 5-2. Things looking good here in the third set.
And you can just tell in their eyes when they're playing with no fear. They're not worried about hitting it out. They're just playing. They play so well.
We talk about momentum quite a bit here in volleyball, and Wallace came out to a really hot start, and everything was going their way. And then in the second set, you know, some defensive breakdowns, some service errors, and the Knights ended up stealing that one from us here.
We are quick with our subbing. You know, I love that.
Yeah, no,
substitutes
I
are in
think
and out.
yeah, we have 2 real high-level officials here, 4 high-level officials, and they're running this contest as it should be. Not to
There we go, Selke.
no disrespect to officials here in the past. Nice job again. A couple kills here for Chloe Selke in the third set, and things seem to be going the Miners' way.
See, Selke, sometimes she'll jump serve and sometimes she'll stand, and both of them she hits real hard.
At some of those at the junior high volleyball games, Amy Strange has a really interesting service setup. She hustles to the line like she's going to jump serve it, and then she stops and in a real deliberate way does an underhand serve. But
Like
you
a
can tell her,
change-up.
yeah, exactly, like a change-up. Here's Frank to Valley. Valley's going over to House. That looked like a double hit, but Broughton didn't call it.
What a great bump by Valley.
Yeah.
He pretty much said it as a pass.
And timeout Knights. Be right back. Welcome back. I'd like to send a shout out to the minor cheerleaders here tonight. They're doing a great job.
And I am not helping them with the playlist.
Corey's in charge of the music, and they asked for some more upbeat music, and he's just not getting it done.
I'm struggling between doing the announcing and the music and
Okay,
flustered.
so in that case, there, the Wallace defender, and that's the new girl, Hendrick. Hendrick reached completely over, but didn't affect the ball. I think that probably not against the rules.
Oh, just out, yeah.
In preparations for tonight's broadcast, I was going to print out the volleyball rule book, but it's 92 pages long, so I didn't think I'd have time to review
I
them.
don't even look at the basketball rule book.
Yeah.
I just act real confident when I'm talking about something.
You got to say things with conviction.
Yes.
Here's Valley. She goes over to House. We haven't heard that combination in a while. And nice block at the net by two of the Knights over there playing defense were North Star Lawrence and Kriya Peters, both in the mix on just about every play tonight for the Lakeside Knights. Rivera serve, out of bounds. Point Miners. And Kendall Laurel go to the line. And I did a little bit of research on the libero. The libero can serve in high school volleyball, but she is strictly a back row player. Can't come up to the front row.
Miss serves game's getting a little ugly.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe I don't have the statistics here, but it seems to me, like you said, the liberos haven't been in the game as much as they were in the previous matchup.
Yeah.
Once again, the Miners denied at the net. Great defense up front.
Two Teeth. I wonder if she's a brother of Talon from last year, the Lakeside guard that graduated.
Possibly, yeah. At the net defending there were Lawrence and Peters, both some pretty tall girls up front and putting up some stout defense. Oh, that's a tough one right on the net.
Yeah. Oop, double hit, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, there's the call from Broughton. Two fingers for a double hit.
Comes back Ellie. Have a good basketball season this year, Ellie.
Oh, it's going to be exciting, yeah. Riley Valley never has been a basketball player, huh?
No, it would surprise you. I mean, I know she takes a lot of pride in volleyball, but she's a great athlete.
Oh, and Dwayne Farkas has the ball over there in the stands. Nice to see Dwayne Farkas and English teacher Nicole Farkas here supporting the Miners.
Not a better group of people than the Farkas family.
No, Farkases are fine folks. Our sensation last year, Will Farkas, walking around with a cast on his hand. What's going on there?
Yeah, he's going to start a little physical therapy next week. You know, football incident. Seems par for the course with us.
And it's his left hand, and you know, we know he's right-handed, but he has that left-handed
he
little
loves that
floater.
Left-handed floater, yeah.
He throws up quite a bit, so hopefully he can get back in shape here real quick.
Well, he'll work at it. We know that.
How many of those basketball players play football for the Knights? You have any idea?
I'm not sure. I don't think Day does. I know they probably beg him to every year.
Yeah.
What a great athlete. But I'm not sure how many do. But they're having a pretty good season, so there must be a few of them, huh?
Yeah, 13-7 here, set number 3. We'll take a quick break with the Miners up 13-7. Welcome back. Little game reset here. Miners up 13-7. Third set at the service stripe. Tia Hendrick, a freshman. Any idea where Miss Hendrick came from this year, Corey?
She transferred in from Montana.
Wow.
Yep.
Same spot as Chloe Selke, or?
I think so.
Yeah. Kind of getting that St. Regis
They sure do love this school, don't
pipeline down here to Wallace. Yeah, we're happy to have them. Both nice athletes.
Now, would you agree this is pretty much a must-win Game 3 for the Miners?
No, I don't think must win. They beat beat the Knights, how many? 6 out of 7 sets, or
That's
7
true.
out of 8 sets here this year. Everybody's, even a broken clock's right twice a day, they say.
You know, if it was a professional sport sometimes, I wonder what the statistic would be on the 1-1 split. Whoever wins game 3, I bet, would be around 80%.
That's a good. Oh, boy, that one was
What
right
a
in the
hit.
face.
What a hit.
And there's House. She looks across the net, makes sure that and Matt's okay back there. Took the ball right off her kisser. Here's Hendrick back. Nice service rotation. This is a third serve. Nice, strong, powerful serve. Played in the back row. Free ball for the Knights, and they're not going to get it over. I would think, though, on that fourth hit, sometimes you just have to hope that the referees are miscounting and you still play it with the same energy. Because, it happens. Guys, you lose track of what's going on out there. And even if things were looking as dire as they are, you still try to play. Just my idea.
Oh, absolutely. Why not?
Yeah. Here's Selke to Valley. Valley's looking to set up Welch. Welch touch pass over the net, handled by the Knights.
It is weird. We go through these phases where it seems like we're trying to hit spots opposed to just hit it hard. And other times we're trying to hit it hard instead of hitting spots.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit what Coach Bauer was speaking to this afternoon when she said she wants to see a little bit of variety in the way the Miners are attacking the net. We don't have a girl who can get up consistently over and over and over, so we have to be a little bit creative there, and that's what they're doing. We've had both styles of play working for us tonight, but like you said, it'd be nice to have them both in the same set.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to keep them on their toes and not be in the same routine all the time.
Wonderful service rotation so far for Hendrick. This is about her 4th or 5th serve, and here's Welch. And we have a good vantage point, but sometimes it seems like you're really fighting uphill if you don't get elevated there. Nice attempt by Welch. 17-8 here, third set. This powerful serve handled by Lord O'Reilly. Free ball by the Knights. Here's House. She wants it back for sure. Riley chooses to just dump it right over.
Catch him off guard. How good is Kendall in the back, though?
Yeah, boy, she's just digging everything. There's Kennedy Gilmore. She handles it. It's going to be a 10-footer by Selke. Ah, wonderful angle on that.
I meant Kennedy, but Kendall's great. But Kennedy, man, seems like she gets most of the initial ball.
And that's kind of what a libero does for you. They're a defensive specialist. Once again, in high school basketball, they can serve. In international volleyball, they cannot.
Volleyball. Did you say basketball?
No, I said volleyball.
Did you? Okay.
Yep. It's been a long week. Pretty sure I said that, though. Selke again. Boy.
There's a good hit.
Great timing on that one. Working downhill. 19-8 here. Set number 3, and Jaden House goes to the service stripe.
She seems like a pretty consistent server. Knock on wood.
Yeah. Here's where it's going to go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
Great call, Larson. All right. Line judge Frank Larson down there in the near corner, all over that ball. I was pretty sure you had jinxed us there.
I know.
I think
say stuff like that.
Mr. Larson bailed you out. Here's House right into the middle of a diving, nice
Hammer it.
defense. Oh. There's Valley.
Now that one she looked like she threw.
Yeah.
But we'll take it.
It must be difficult. I wonder if the guy if the referee number 1, is he the most important? Do his calls trump everyone else's, or
just being up higher and just having that
better
stature
vantage
over
point?
people,
Yeah.
you think automatically.
This has been a great set for the Miners, but kudos to the Knights. They are playing really hard. Their girls are diving all over the floor. Their coach is substituting in and out, working that libero position. They only have one substitute this evening, so they're a little bit short-handed. Miners with a full squad on the bench. House's second serve. Got handcuffed in the back row. Number 8 there for the Knights. Martina Rivera got handcuffed, where you just can't get your body in position to hit that ball.
Man, we're kind of rolling, aren't we?
Yep, there we go. 24-8.
A little too late for Knights call timeout.
Set point.
But
the libero comes back in for defensive purposes, and Jaden House has a chance to close out this third set. Her jump serve right in the middle of the Knights defense. Nice set there. Valley, let's end it with an exclamation point here. Let's see if Valley goes another place. Oh, so those are the balls I really like, just over the net. Oh my gosh, well, the referee ruled that, she ruled fourth hit. She put up 4 fingers, and that was the ruling there. So after 3 sets, the Miners find themselves with a 2-set-to-1 lead here. We'll be back for set number 4 in a matter of minutes. Welcome back, Miner fans. Here's set number 4 of tonight's matchup between the Knights of Lakeside and the Miners of Wallace. This game is for the district championship.
Now go with me here for a second, Barry. I know it's not traditional, but how nice would it be if volleyball was like football and you just keep Chloe and Jaden and Ellie up front the whole time and your back row specialist in the back the whole time?
I think it would be a quicker game maybe because of all the spiking.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Like the Cheney girl. No business for her being in the back.
Right, and the way it works is rotations, I mean the substitution patterns, you have to sub in that same spot, so you have to go all the way around.
Yep.
You can't just play in the front all the time, no matter how you try to manipulate the rules.
Or if you had someone that could just, now I don't know how fair, you probably couldn't do this, but if you had like an ace pitcher that was a server, you know, just serve the whole time, just hammering it. I think it would really elevate the whole game.
Like John Rocker?
Yeah, just come in as your reliever,
20
to 20, and you bring in your stud. But nonetheless, we got a good game going here.
Fellas, we're joined up in the booth here by Colin Delano, Austin Delano, and Oliver Larson. They're our assistants here tonight. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Are you enjoying the game? Yeah. All right. Good talk. 4-zip here early. This is set number 4. Miners are up 2-1 at this point. Lakeside took the second set, and Miners came back in set 3 to take a 1-set lead. Get it over.
Hit it. See?
Yeah.
Just go with it.
Yep.
Those officials have to earn their money, you know.
They do. Always counting the 4. Timeout, Knights. 5-zip Miners.
Alex? Yeah. Oh, I'm on mic. I think I do.
Welcome back. Jaden House back at the service stripe, wearing number 6 this evening for the Miners. Referee Broughton whistles the ball into play, and here's House's serve. Welch. Oh, here's Riley with a chance to spike for once.
I'm kind of surprised when they serve or get good spikes, they don't grunt like tennis.
Oh, yeah, get up there, and I mean, it's
intimidation, you know?
It's an explosive. Yeah. I'm glad though. I think that kind of takes away from a tennis match sometimes when that's all you.
That's all I hear sometimes. Yeah.
Selke's kill attempt handled by the Knights.
Oh, good effort.
Just a tip at the net and led to a diving Gilmore just out of her reach. 5-2 here, early set number 4. Miners in there. Do volleyball teams just have one uniform, or do they have home and away uniforms?
I think just one. You know, you never switch sides.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's not a light color on this floor right now.
Saying that because both teams wearing really
Dark
similar
uniforms, yeah.
color patterns. Yeah. I like the Miners. They have that kind of the reddish at the bottom there.
I know Mr. Bailey when he gives a lot of input to the players and coaches of what our new uniforms look like, but we always make sure our BSN rep and no other schools
have the
in
same.
our league have the same.
That's a good idea, yeah.
What a hit by Chloe.
Will the basketball team wear the Jordan uniforms again this year?
Yeah.
Usually a 2-year rotation or 3 or what?
I think it's 3 or 4 year rotation. But usually our uniform money's from concessions, and right now with COVID, there's no concessions.
You don't have a deal with Jordan?
No,
or
not yet. No. We're working on it though.
All right. Be nice to get a little bit of.
I think that might be an NCAA violation, Mr. Bailey said. So they tried, but.
Okay. I harken back to the days when old Chip Kelly was the coach at Oregon, and we had a big Nike deal. Then he went to UCLA a couple years later, and they got rid of their Nike deal, and they got an Under Armour deal.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Is he still at UCLA?
I think he is.
Yeah.
They start this weekend, don't they?
November, yep, early November here. Pac-12 will get going.
Oh, is it November? Oh, I thought they played. Oh, Big Ten starting this week.
Big Ten. Big Ten football brought back as a result of President Trump going right to the Big Ten, and he took a lot of credit for that. We appreciate your joining us instead of the debate. I imagine you're going back and forth, but nice to have a little bit of a diversion here in these contentious times.
Yes, absolutely.
But I have that debate on record. I'm going to go home and watch it tonight and yell at the TV for a while. Valley serve. Looked like a little bit of indecision in the back row by Two Teeth, but she let it go, and she made the right choice.
Yeah, it has to be hard in volleyball if you're down 2-1 and that next game kind of gets away from you and, you know.
Just feel it slipping away, and it seems like an insurmountable obstacle to overcome, but we'll see what the Knights can do with this.
Keep going.
Valley to Welch, free ball. That was going to go out. Played by the Knights. That ball's deep in the back row too. It seems to me if I was, and I don't know if this is legal or not, but shouldn't those players on the bench in the back row be really, really helping as much as they can when that ball is nearing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good point.
But that being said, sometimes we're yelling at our kids, hey, shoot, they shoot, and it's, we force them to do something.
Point
yeah.
if you got right down there at the end.
Because there's no way those people in the back row can know where they're at.
Yeah. That's
Especially with all these lines on the floor. There are a lot of lines on this. Are the green lines pickleball lines? And who?
Yes, the light blue green badminton / pickleball.
Okay. Have we had a badminton? Have you crowned a badminton champ yet this year?
Yes, we have. You know, we do it for every grade level, and with the social distancing, that was the first unit we did in PE.
Who really stood out this year in badminton?
I know Alex Grubbs was one of the champions.
Alex Grubbs?
Yep.
Yeah. Little spark plug. 12-3 here, set number 4. Miners up 2-1 at this point, looking to close out this set and win the district championship. We'll be right back.
So much spit and it went my way. Yeah. Bristles are disgusting. Take them off and run them through the dishwasher.
Here we go, Ellie.
Left-handed approach by Ellie Welch. Her serve. High arcing serve into the back of the Knights defense.
Ooh, hammer it.
Oh,
That
nice
girl
choice
threw
by Hendrick. She's right there at the
again.
net. Reached
Oh,
way
yeah.
over the net. That
Yeah.
time she couldn't get away with that. So Broughton makes the call there, horizontal arm. And that was for a reach over, maybe a reach over and a touch.
Yeah. And she knows what she did. She's kind of got a smirk. When you're that tall and you're right at the net.
Yeah. Be trying it all the time until you can't get away with it anymore. Nice strong serve by Javier Gore.
Oh, she just mishit that.
You think she was trying to just tip it over there? Was that
Yeah,
the third hit?
I think she was trying to go with that angle they've been attacking at the far side, and she just mishit.
And that ball's out.
Good
There we go.
job.
And that time I did hear some communication by the end of the Miners bench saying, let it go, let it go.
Kind of like in basketball when you get that person in the fan on the second half and the opposite end so you can talk to your defense.
That's right, that's right. I wish, we were going, I don't know, I'm kind of a defensive-minded basketball coach, but I wish that you'd have your defense there on your side both times.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it is more beneficial to have your defense on your end the second half than the other. Because if you're playing zone or something, you can talk to your kids.
Well, maybe we can put a word in with pause and see if you can make that happen for
pause.
us.
If anybody make it happen, it's pause. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I'm messing up this score. I'm trying to the best I can here.
14-6 Miners, set number 4. Lore to Valley, going back where we started out today. Oh, nice block by the Knights. Yeah, great. And Kriya Peters showing some excitement out there, jumping up and down. Her team really enthusiastic. They've cut the deficit in half. It's 7-14 with Marianne Crosby at the service strike. Cosby, excuse me. Here's House again, her second attempt. Boy, that time, sometimes it's just like such a pretty picture when they get up on top of that ball and you can see the downward angle and there's really nothing the defense can do.
Yeah, you hit it straight down on that 10-foot line. It's tough. They're getting better. They kind of went to the well one too many times maybe over there.
Nice defense, those frontline players for the Knights. Peters Peters is up there right now, but she's been joined quite a bit by number 4, Javier Gore, up in the front row. Oh, Laura doing whatever she can.
Yeah.
Who's that? McKenna Merrick diving deep on the basketball baseline for the ball, but to no avail. The Knights staying in the game here. Serving for them now, Martina Rivera, a freshman. The Knights have 3 seniors on the squad. The Miners have 4.
There we go. Get it up in there. Oh.
Our 4 seniors are Selkie Frank, Kendall Lohr, and McKenna Merrick. Had a nice senior night last week, honoring the seniors.
Our senior class is really, what a great group of kids.
Always nice kids here in Wallace. It
Yeah.
seems that you know, just the community and the size of the schools is a nice. It's such a nice place to be.
Yep.
Very shush. All you need to be a referee is just a white shirt and navy blue pants. All right, welcome back. 5-point deficit being faced by the Knights. Here's Rivera's serve. Handled in the back row. Here's House. Boy, House really seems like she's in her natural spot when she's on the far side of the floor, using the right hand to come across court. Front row for the Miners now is Valley, Welch, and Hendrick. Back row, Lore, Selke, and McKenna Merrick.
Oh, we're kind of getting in each other's way.
Yeah, yep. Can't fault the effort, but a little better communication over there. And this is once again turned into quite a competitive set. Knights are staring at a possible lose and go home scenario, but they're not going away easy. 13-15. They've cut a 8-point deficit 2-2. Much of it on the strength of Rivera's serves. Here we go. Let's see if the Miners can get it going.
Ooh. You can tell we're starting to, our faces, not so much laughing and enjoying the game. Everybody's getting a little stressed.
Getting to be crunch time. Let's handle that stress in a good way.
Who wants the ball?
Good play by Lore. She's helped out by Selke, and just that was kind of a Hail Mary by.
That was.
Yeah,
I mean, what else do you do?
Doing what she can to keep that ball in play, and ended up going out. And now we're looking at a tie game. 15-15. Rivera's serve. Back row to Lore. Lore to Valley. Valley to Selke.
What a hit.
Great play by Selke, but good defense on the Knights side, and they take their first lead of this fourth set.
This is where you find out who your leaders are.
I think if the Miners give up another point here, it might be time for a little timeout to get them back. Coach Bauer sitting tight over there.
Sometimes they got figured out themselves.
Letting the girls work through a little adversity. Down 2 here, set number 4. Rivera, great service rotation until I said that, and she served it right into the net. 16-17. Gilmore into the game.
One of our best servers.
Yep, using our, the different type of
substitution patterns for the libero. She can come in and go as she pleases. Her jump serve.
God.
Darn it.
It does feel like we're just getting a little tense.
Yep.
But this is good. State's not going to be easy if we make it.
I saw Riley Valley. She was picking up her brother at school today, and I asked her how she was feeling. She said she was actually a little nervous, which, you know, you think you beat this team twice this year pretty handily. Those nerves are still there. This is playoff time.
Oh, I've heard so many great coaches say it is so hard to beat a team 3 times.
So true. Yes, very, very true. We'll see if the Miners can prove that saying wrong here this evening.
Good play at the net.
Great. Bounce ability by Welch. She's there to block. Oh, had 2 girls there defending, and it just kind of went through them and snuck in there. 19-16. The Miners face a 3-point deficit, and now Coach Bauer will take her timeout. See if she can get her girls back on track.
Search for old school.
Just ask me.
Yeah.
I'm an OG. Welcome back. 1916. Knights serving. Taisha Two Teeth. Her service handled by Selke. Some great defense by the Knights here. Ball goes in the Lakeside crowd. Return to the Miners.
Points are so valuable right here.
We have one of our best servers at the line, Jaden House. Her jump serve handled in the back row by Rivera. Rivera to Peters. Peters to Javier Gore. Here's Welch. All right.
Hey, what a play.
Great play for Ellie Welch. Hasn't been super involved here since the first set, but she picked a good time to make a contribution here.
Yep, what a leader.
House goes
Here
back.
we go, Jaden. Now that wasn't a hit just to get her in that. She put some oomph now. I
Yep,
like to see
yep.
it.
And there's Gilmore.
Hit to
To
Selke.
Valley to
Hammer.
Selke.
Oh, darn it.
You know, I think as that's happening, everybody else on the offense needs to be super ready for that second
Yeah.
bounce. It seems to me it'd be easy to get caught watching as Selke approaches
Yeah.
the net and explodes and delivers a spike, but we got to stay ready on defense.
Oh, I'd be one. It's kind of like kids in basketball rebounding. Sometimes they just watch the shot, you know.
They always watch a shot. Nobody ever rebounds. Point Miners, a double hit called by referee Broughton. 19-20. See if we can turn this around. During the timeout, I saw Martha House going to Kennedy Gilmore and literally turning her frown upside down. Kennedy was not happy over there, and Martha told her to smile. And sometimes that's all you need. Just chill out a little
darn
bit
it.
and play.
Yeah.
And that was the dreaded fourth hit. You only get 3 to get it over.
Now, if this goes 5 games, that'll really test you, won't it?
No ceiling on that 5th match. Could go forever. Let's hope we end it here, though. Oh, great play by Selke. And she really did a good job of not stepping over the line. She was approaching the net really quickly, but had the wherewithal to not step over that line.
Great hit.
Yeah, tough choice in the back row there by Two Teeth. She thought she was closer to the boundary than she was and let that ball go out, and it stayed in bounds. Miners point, 20-21.
Now you get the feeling the Lakeside girls are playing a little tight. Oh, everybody's a little nervous.
I don't think so.
where
They
the
seem
fun
to be
happens.
encouraging each other. Look intense. This is fun. Good competition here tonight. Are these student athletes? Here's Valley looking for Selke. Selke up. Now's when we need to be ready. And
Yep.
you know, I guess I'm just like everybody else. I'm ball watching too.
Yeah.
That time I paid closer attention to the offensive attack by the Miners, and Riley Valley was there, and Tia Hendrick were there, ready to play any block. 21-21, tie game. Wallace has had up to an 8-point lead in this match.
Ooh, what a play by
Knights worked hard to get it back to 0, or even took the lead.
hit it. Just
Free
over.
ball
There
by
you go.
Selke. Yep, handled in the back row by Matt. Here's Matt again. Free ball, gets it over. House to Valley. This just goes to Hendrick. Hendrick on top of it.
What a hit.
Boy, you know, I don't think that Tia Hendrick is quite as athletic as Chloe Selke, but the size there,
Yeah.
just the physical advantage of being able to reach up over that net and get that downward angle. It's 22-21. We're 3 points away from a district title and a trip to the state playoffs. Oh, good choice by House. Selke again.
What a hit again.
And this is going to be a free ball over by the Knights. Here's House.
Yeah,
Lots
sure.
of good communication going
Oh.
on by the Miners. Hendrick chooses to get it over. Right into the middle of the Miners' defense.
good play.
Diving Riley Valley can't quite keep it in bounds. Coach Bauer goes to her bench right there. She's going to get McKenna Merrick into the back row for some defense. Welch will take a seat. Crunch time, 22-22. It's a race to 3 here. Selke and Merrick in the back row. Here's House with
What
a
a hit.
10-footer.
Oh,
Boy.
yeah.
Woo! The only way that could have gone better is that that ball actually made it in the hoop after it went off
Yeah.
one of the Knights. 23-22, 2 points away from a trip to the state playoffs. Here's Selke at the service strike.
I think Miss Bauer told her to keep it in.
Keep
Make
it
them
in.
play.
That was a sign, she said. Just keep it in. Free ball by the Knights. Selke to Valley. Valley
Yeah.
looks for House. House, great choice. She hasn't done that yet tonight. That
Oh, what a hit, huh?
Get it over. Get it over.
There you go, Tia.
All right, Hendrick gets it over. Good rally here. All right.
Here we go.
The 46th point of the night goes,
This
of the set goes to the
first
Miners.
volleyball state tournament in a while for us.
That's exciting. Here's Selke. Let's see if she can close it out. Her jump serve into the middle of the.
Oh, darn it. That'd been a great way to end it.
That would have been a nice way to end it, but let's see if we can play a little defense here. 24-23, Marianne Cosby at the service stripe for the Knights, number 11. Tosses the ball high in the air, handled in the back row by Selke. It's going to be a free ball. Got to get it over. Here's Cosby to Peters. Rivera chooses to get it over. Valley looking for House. House.
Oh, darn it. Yeah.
No.
It was. I
Okay.
thought it was anyways.
All right.
He looked like he just got confused at first.
24-24, yeah. Good call by Larson down there. Boy, this is it. Next point wins. Cosby serve.
Got one by 2, I believe.
Ruled out of bounds. So I've been feeding the public misinformation all night. I said it's the first one to 25. It's a win by 2 scenario here
like
with no ceiling. So
like
once
open
again,
gym.
we could go all night. Let's hope this is the last one.
Lakeside's going to make you earn it. You know that.
Oh, nice attempt by McKenna Merrick.
25-25. This is what district games should be like.
This is really, really exciting.
We got everybody on their feet now. I see some parents pacing around.
Lord does what she can to keep the ball in play. Gotten over by Valley. Valley, free ball over. She gives it right back to House. Do it, Jaden. That's the second,
Lakeside's
third.
just not letting it touch the ground, are they?
Good. They do a good job of keeping that ball alive. Valley, one more time the House.
Ah, darn it. Now, what kind of pressure does this girl feel now?
Well, she's had quite a few opportunities to serve here tonight. She had a real critical service rotation earlier in the match. Martina Rivera. There's Lore. Looks like right now the Miners are playing not to make a mistake.
There we go.
They even the match at 26. Looks like Coach Bauer is looking for, she communicates with Jaden House in the front row, giving him some final instructions. Our libero Gilmore at the line, wearing number 1. Her jump serve into the back row, handled by Matt. I'm sorry, her name is Matt. Here's Welch. That's a double hit. Right
Game
into
point.
him. 1 point away from victory. The girls are, the bench players are on their feet with every point the Miners have scored, and we have a chance here to
And
close
he's a
this
player
one out.
too. She loves the pressure. There we go. Yeah!
And that'll do
state.
it. Take it in, folks. Enjoy the district championship, girls.
It's going to happen to a better group of girls. Look how excited they are. Yeah.
Genuine enthusiasm and support for each other. They're smiling, they're laughing. Coach Bauer gets them in for one more.
This
All
is
right.
a game with the COVID. It's really too bad they can't shake hands.
That's right. What a game. There's great competition on both sides. I'd like to say congratulations to the Knights on a great season. I think they finished up about 8-5. The Miners will finish their regular season 10-4, and with one win here, they move on to the state playoffs in Jerome, Idaho next Thursday or Friday night.
And these girls, they played a lot of volleyball and club volleyball. A huge testament to their parents, the Valleys, Coach Bauer.
Oh, yeah.
Putting it all together. Mullen could go to state tonight. Wallace is going to state. Kellogg has to be the favorite to go to state. So the Valley has really good
An exciting
volleyball
time
this
for
year,
volleyball here in the Silver Valley, and those club sports,
It's huge.
That
You gotta
has
play in
really
the
pushed us
off-season.
over the edge, yeah.
So.
Well, I'm Barry Larson. I'm with Corey Miller. We'll say thanks for joining us here, and
We'll try to do better next time.
there we go.
Bye.
Go Miners.